Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review and tutorial on the Anastasia Shadow Couture palette. I'm super excited. First off, and I know I say this in every video, but excuse the hair. I tried to do my best with it. But these damn bangs. Oh, sorry, but oh well. So I'm super excited about this video today because I actually, and I'm sorry if you can hear the damn lawnmower, some people are mowing across the street. Anyways, so this is my first Anastasia palette, or well, eyeshadow palette. First time trying her eyeshadows. The only thing else I own from Anastasia is her contour kit. I do like this. I mean, it's not that amazing, but I wouldn't say you need it. It's good though. But it's my first time trying her eyeshadows and everyone raves about them. So the palette is $30, which honestly I don't know why I've never bought another palette from her, because something like oh my gosh, like the Urban Decay, sorry about the noise, like the Urban Decay Naked 2 or any of the Urban Decay palettes are $52, and what you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You get 12 shadows in here, okay, for $52. For the Too Faced chocolate bar, I think this is like $42, which is pretty good, but it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. It has 16 shadows for $42. That's not bad. This palette, $30, guys. And people rave about Anastasia shadow quality. I really like this palette. Like the look, by the way, the look I'm wearing right now, I filmed a, like I said, a tutorial on it. It will be at the end of the video just in case you don't want to. So yeah. Now the packaging, it's not the most beautiful palette in the world. Honestly, her singles are $12. The only reason why I really wanted this palette was for the lid shade that I'm wearing right now, and that is Pink Champagne. I'll have I'm going to talk about each individual shade, by the way, so you'll see close-up swatches. That's really the only reason why I wanted this palette. But then I wanted to see how much the single was. It was $12, and that was just kind of ridiculous, honestly. You might as well get an Anastasia palette for $30 and you get 12 shades. So I looked at the palette and I'm like, there are basically all the shades that I don't have. Like, there's so many in here that I don't have. There's probably like 2 or 3 that I have, which is pretty good because in palettes usually I have like something even more than that similar in my collection. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and get it, even though it's only $30 for an Anastasia palette. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. So yeah, the packaging, it comes in a box like this. Just looks like the palette. I got mine off of Sephora. I don't know if you can get it at Ulta. You can get it on Anastasia's website too. By the way, it is limited edition, which is super upsetting. That's another reason why I didn't want to buy it, because I didn't want to, be using this and then you guys don't have it because it's limited edition. But I thought if I did get it, maybe someone would have it, I don't know. But I just really wanted it, so I got it. So that's the packaging of the box. Again, it doesn't feel cheap. It's just, it's not like crazy good packaging. The pattern's okay, nothing crazy, like I said a million times. But the shadows, isn't that why I know us girls especially like to buy stuff for their packaging, and I'm someone who is like that too, but more on the quality of the product instead of the packaging I aim for when I pick out my makeup. Oh man, this is good. Did I say that this is a Shadow Couture? I think so. World Traveler palette. So yeah, you get 12 shades in here. You get a nice mirror up there. And also you get this amazing brush, okay? Like, wow, this is now my new, I don't know if she sells this individually, but it is this side right here, the big fluffy one, is now my favorite, like, transition shade brush. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So you get a fabulous brush, and then you get like a little smudger on the other side, which is good for an outer V or for smoking out the lower lash. Anyhow, so yeah, it comes with an amazing brush. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about all the individual shades. I haven't tried all of them. I've tried a good amount of them. I probably tried like half of them on my eyes. They last all day, even though I use a primer to begin with. That's just what I do no matter what shadows I'm using, whether it's a $2 shadow or a $30 palette. If you want to know what's on my lips, it is the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lipstick in First Base. I love it! Don't you love it? Oh, okay, double trial. Anyways, so let's talk about each individual shade, but on the overall, like, palette overall, I say get it. It's pretty freaking amazing. Especially if you're a beginner, these are shadows that most likely you don't have any of. Maybe, obviously, like a black you probably have. It's amazing, okay? And there is matte finishes, satin, or what is it? Matte finishes, shimmers, and bold metallics. So these last all day on my eyes, and I have very oily eyelids. What else? They blend incredible. Incredible. One of the best I found that can blend. Like, my shadows, out of all the palettes I have, the ones that I feel like blend the best are the Lorac Pro palette, this palette, and my Makeup Geek shadows. All the other ones, they blend good, but it takes a little bit more effort. With this, it's just like 1, 2, 3, done. But with some palettes that blend too good, you know, it kind of like creates one shadow instead of like that gradient or dimension. This doesn't do that. It doesn't blend into nothing. It blends into the shadow that you're looking at in the palette. So let's go ahead and talk about each individual shade. So the first one, and I'll have a swatch of them on my finger up close and on my hand. The first one is Soft Peach. The only thing this palette is missing is a lighter brown bone highlight and a little bit of a darker transition shade, like that medium brown. That I don't even care. Like my Naked Basics, I use this all the time, no matter what eyeshadow palette I'm using. So that's a really nice shade. That's a good, you know, a pretty decent transition shade. I can use that and not feel like I need something else, but because of, I just wanted to use the Naked Basics palette for my transition shade. But this is a beautiful shade. You've seen that, well, you'll see in the tutorial that I mix this with W.O.S as my brow bone highlight because it is just a little bit too dark to be a brow bone highlight for me. This would be good with medium skin tones though. I'm going to go this way, by the way. First row and then the second row. So then we have Morocco. Which honestly, when I first started seeing this palette, I really didn't see any amazing things in it except for that pink champagne, which I'm coming up on pretty soon. I didn't really see anything that amazing. I was like, yeah, whatever that. And I was actually saying that Morocco shade is absolutely ugly. Because if you've been following me for a while, then you know that I'm someone who loves I'm someone who loves cool tone shadows. I'm not a big warm tone fan. And this is like as warm as you can get. It's like basic, it's like a brick color with a little bit more orange to it. But it is gorgeous. You know, I used it in the tutorial today. You can barely tell that I used a warm shadow like that. But of course you can make this super, or make that shade super like warm and like bam in your face. I really, really like that shade though, and I never thought I would say something about that shade right there. It's one of my favorites in the palette, Gorgina. Okay, then the next one is Heirloom. Now this one is probably my least favorite out of the palette. Because when you look at it in the pan, it looks like a beautiful purple with some like pink, rose goldish glitters in it. But on your finger, it looks pretty purple. But I feel like on your eye, it's just going to look like a dark color and you're not really going to be able to detect that it's purple. So I'm definitely going to have to try to play around with that shadow more. But as of right now, that's definitely my least favorite shadow from here, and it's a little bit powdery. The next shade is Bellini. Now this shade, I honestly can't even like, you can't see it there, you're seeing the up close watch. I don't even know, it's like a orangey champagne. I'm not really sure. It's gorgeous though. It is a really, really nice color. Or maybe it's like a but it's beautiful. It is a satin finish, by the way. Oh, by the way, Soft Peach and Morocco are matte, and then Heirloom is that the shimmer, and then Bellini's like a shimmer too. It doesn't have any shimmer in it, but it has like a sheen to it. And that one's really, really pretty though. It's not really that unique though, so I'm not like over the moon about that shadow, but it is a beautiful one. The next one is Pink Champagne. You guys, I cannot get enough of this shadow. This is one of my favorite eye looks I've ever done in my entire existence of putting on makeup. Like, holy crap. This freaking eyeshadow. Like, why is it so pretty? Oh my god. I don't know if they sell all these shadows individual, by the way, but I know they sell Pink Champagne on its own. But Pink Champagne is like a pink champagne. It's freaking gorgeous. I have been looking for a shadow like this for so freaking long, and I'm so glad I freaking found it. Oh my god, can I say freaking enough? Oh, love it. It is definitely more of a glitter, and you will have fallout with this. That's why I do my eyes first and then do my foundation. So you will want to do that, you know, do your eyes first if you're going to be using that shadow, and then do your foundation because you don't want to get glitter all over your face. But honestly, I don't notice that it falls out throughout the day, like onto my face. It's freaking gorgeous, you guys. Like, oh my god. Oh, I can't stop staring at it. Okay, so the next one is Chic. It's a very interesting color. I have absolutely nothing like it. It's like this green, silver. You'll see in the swatch, or you've already seen in the swatch. I don't know how to explain it, but it is really pretty. Again, it's something that I don't have in my collection, so I like that. The next shade is Spoiled. And I honestly kind of wish they didn't put either this one or Bellini into the palette, because I feel like they're very, very similar. So that one's not one of my favorites. Again, it's not very like unique and out there. It's a pretty shade. I definitely use it. It's just not like something that I'm like, oh my god, I need to use this today. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a last thought in this palette, I feel like. So the next shade is Fudge. This color, it's in the pan. It looks like completely basically cool toned. But on your eyes, it gives just this hint of warmth to it. When you swatch it, it's just a hint of warmth. This shadow is gorgeous, you guys. Like, oh crap. It's stunning. It's that perfect, like, deepen up the crease, do an outer V with it. Gorgeous. The next shade is Azure. Now, when I got this palette, the first night, what I did this eye look actually that night, whatever. And what I do, I like to play around with makeup when I'm like about to take off my makeup from the day. Usually on a day-to-day basis, I don't wear makeup every day, but if I have makeup on that day, it's usually just concealer and mascara. So I will play around with an eyeshadow palette or do something that I'm very bad at, like eyeliner. I'll practice with that at night because I'm just going to take off makeup anyway. So that's a great way to practice your makeup. Practice applying lipstick or something that you're not the best at because you're just going to wash it off anyways. And then I did a look on the other eyes. I did two different eyes anyways. I did a look with that blue shade and the next shade that's coming up. Holy crap, I wanted to do that for this video, but I love this eye look way more than that one. But I definitely will be doing a tutorial on that pretty soon because, dude, the eye look was stunning. It's basically all the same thing except for the lid shade is just that blue, and then the next shade, which is Intense Glaze. These two shadows, oh my gosh, perfection together. And even by themselves, you know, usually you get that blue in a palette and it's just kind of blah, you know, but holy crap, it's freaking stunning. And so is that Intense Glaze shade. It's like this peachy, or no, you know what it is? It's a rose gold, and I have nothing like that in my collection. Freaking gorgeous, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm saying freaking and gorgeous a lot, but it's a palette and I love it. Okay, now the next shade is again very unique. I have nothing like it in my collection. It is metallic. It's this, oh, I don't even know. It's a gold with like pretty intense green to it. It is really, really pretty, guys. Again, very unique, gorgeous. And then the last shade is Noir. Which is just your basic black. I'm not gonna swatch that right now. You'll see it in the swatch. Basic black. If you wanted to deepen up this eye and make it more dramatic, I wanted to keep it a little bit more daytime, even though it is pretty dark. If you wanted to go even darker, you could do black in the outer V, wing it out, or do a wing liner, put on false lashes. I wanted to wear false lashes, but I have no lash glue. Story of my life. Okay, so that was all the swatches of the palette. Honestly, my overall review is get the damn thing. It's amazing. Oh my god. My favorite shades are definitely Azure, which is that blue shade, Intense Glaze, which is that rose gold, Pink Champagne, which is the one I'm wearing, Morocco, and Fudge. Gorgeous. OMG. I would definitely buy some more Anastasia palettes after this. Hello, $30. Did you not hear me? That's incredible. Let's see how much each shadow is. I'm not very good with math. Okay. I don't know how long this is going to be on the market for, by the way, because like I said, it's limited edition. So each shadow costs $2.5. And obviously it's a lot less than like her big pans or whatever. But I mean, it's going to take you a while to run out of this. And yeah. I will link everything you need to know about this palette, where you can get it, blah, 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 all down below. And I think that's all I have to say about this palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I highly recommend it. And go look at the tutorial, which is coming up right now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial as well. Literally, it felt so good to put on a full face of makeup. Like, I didn't know I missed wearing this much makeup. I didn't know. By the way, I told you guys in my, this video is going to be so long. I told you guys in my super long 40-minute first impression video that I was going to update you on this CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous foundation. I don't know, guys. When I've tried it with a brush, with I just ordered a new beauty blender. It's the foundation. When you first put it on, it looks absolutely terrible. But right now it looks so freaking gorgeous. I mean, it's clinging to dry patches on my nose, but it is really, really pretty. I don't know. I'm having very mixed reviews about it. Oh, my hair's all sorts of messed up. But I think I'm just going to bring it back because I have such a problem in the beginning. But it looks so pretty right now. I definitely think I'm going to go up a shade if I do want to keep it. So, just want to update you guys on that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Make sure to check the description box. I leave tons and tons of information for you, all my social media, everything like that. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! That's not a cut, by the way. That's from my hair dye. Alright guys, so let's get on to the eye tutorial. First thing that I did off camera, well, I did a couple things off camera. I used the Nars Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, then applied Maybelline Fit Me Concealer to conceal my eyelids, and I blended that out with the P84 by Sigma. I also set that with the Urban Decay Naked Basics W.O.S shade. I'm now taking the Anastasia Fluffy brush and using Naked 2 as my transition shade. So I'm not being too precise, just kind of putting this everywhere so that the other shades I put on top can blend better. I'm then taking an E25 by Sigma and taking the Morocco shade from the Anastasia palette. This is going to go in my crease and a little bit above it, but it's not going to go as far up as the Naked 2 color went, if that makes sense. Then I'm taking the Pink Champagne shade, and I'm using this on my finger because I haven't found a brush that packs it on like your finger does. Look at how pretty that is, guys. Like, seriously? So I'm applying that to my eyelid with my finger. And I'm not going to pack it on too much because once I start to blend, it'll just fade away. So you might as well just apply a little bit and then go in later and apply more. I'm going to take the E.L.F. contour brush and I'm going to take Fudge from the palette. And this is going to go in my outer V sort of area. But when I bring it into the crease, I'm not bringing it any further than half of my eye because I don't want it to be too dark in the inner corner. I'm then taking an E25 with a hint, yes, a hint of Morocco to help blend out the Fudge shade. I'm taking that big fluffy brush again from Anastasia and going in with Soft Peach from the palette. I feel, and this is going to go on the border of my eyeshadows, like all my crease shades, and it really, really helps to blend out everything even further. I'm then applying Pink Champagne again to make sure it's really super intense. And taking my Sigma E60 for my brow bone highlight brush, I'm going to be using Soft Peach and a little bit of W.O.S because again, Soft Peach is a little bit too dark to use as a brow bone highlight by itself. I'm wiping underneath the eye because there is a little bit of glitter fallout from that Pink Champagne shade, but it's really not that bad. So those are the two eyes done, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my face makeup and be back to show you the lower lash line. Now that my face makeup is on, I'm going to take Naked 2 with the big fluffy brush for a transition shade underneath the lower lash line. This is going to help any darker shades that go on top of it blend a heck of a lot better. I'm taking the tinier side of the Anastasia brush and taking Fudge. And I'm sorry that the angle is really bad. It's so difficult to be in the frame and be close enough to my mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. So sorry about that, but all I'm doing is applying this to the lower lash line, bringing it no further than half of the lower lash line. And I'm taking the E.L.F. contour brush with a little bit of Morocco to help blend out the Fudge shade and bring a little bit more warmth to the lower lash line. I'm then using the NYX Wonder Pencil in Light on my waterline, curling my lashes, and applying CoverGirl Clump Crusher to the bottom and top. And that's all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and this little review. This is my last video. It will be linked in my bio, so please check that out. Thank you for watching. Bye!